Welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This will be a reading, I want to say for the collective, because I don't feel signs pulling on me just yet. So this message is for whoever it is intended for. All right, there we go. All right. So there's this sense of insecurity, instability. Understandable. Understandable. But it feels like this is the time of spring cleaning, y'all. This is the time of spring cleaning. This is the time to get your mind right. It's the time to get your soul right. It's the time to get your spirit right. It's the time to ensure that your physical body is healthy. Ensure your physical body is well maintenance. Okay? Time for self-reflection. A time for self-empowerment. A time to mastermind. A lot of people have been worried about what's happening around them, around us. Understandable. But you cannot understand what's going on around you without understanding what's going on inside of you. Okay? So we're doing soul cleansing. We're releasing ourselves from parasites, viruses even. Okay? We pretty much are going through a whole fucking McAfee cleanse. Okay? Spiritually. Spiritually, let's picture this shit as a computer. The computer has been freezing, lagging, doing all of this bullshit for a very long time. Overheating. Whatever. Okay? Just having all kinds of technical issues with this device. Okay? Spirit is stepping in to fix this. Spirit stepping in to fix it. Because someone, people, energies have become self-sufficient, stable, powerful, admirable, popular. Take this how it resonates. But are giving the honor, the praise, the glory to other men. And when I say men, I mean human beings. God wants his credit. God wants her credit. God, universe, source, energy wants its credit. Okay? Who did this? Me. Okay? That's the energy that's here. Who gave you all of that? Me. So this is an energy shift for gratitude, for honor, for respect. Especially respecting the opinions, lifestyles of others, and also nature. It's been humanity, there's been God. I think Aquarius reading was like that. Humanity has been here, and it feels like humanity put on these big ass boots and try to stomp God out. God said y'all bitches thought. Okay? Y'all thought. And if you are religious, I'm sure you will take offense to this. So please just don't watch. This is for people who are into spirituality. Okay? God said you thought. We thought. Okay? So let me take all of this shit that makes you feel good. Let me take all of this stuff away and see how good you feel. Let me take all of this away and see what you can do on your own. Let me see what you can do. Show me what you can do. Since you self-made. Since you self-made. Since you self-sufficient. Since you did this on your own. Since you got it. Show me what you can do. Show me what you about. Man doesn't have anything to offer but tears and fear. And information. So there's this 4 to 5 week time frame to where things will feel scarce. People will be on edge. There is this tension in the air because it's here intentionally. It's here intentionally. Excuse me, I feel like I'm falling apart. It's here intentionally. So all of these things that have been accumulated will be valued. I literally just heard for every dollar, or for every, it was something about every something that someone bought, every something that someone is, for everything that you do for yourself, do something for the earth, do something for another, do something for the planet in some type of way. And it felt like it had to do with planting trees. The Lorax. I love readings like this, y'all. I love when Spirit be speaking. Because it feels like the tears, the sadness are watering the earth. As I repeat myself again, you dive into religion, they'll make it seem like God is a God of peace. God is only here to bring you goodness. No. He's a God of wrath also. And that's been proven many, many times. Many times. Many times. It feels like we're going from a situation to where here's flooding, here's water, here's that destruction, here's heat that has destroyed things. And now it's coming into scarcity. Scarcity and starting from scratch, starting over, starting from the ground up to where others cannot compare themselves. Stress relief in a spiritual form. But again, it's something about whatever you're investing, whatever we are investing in ourselves, time, whether it's time, money, whatever, ensure that an equal amount of time is being invested in nature. If you spend, and I know that sounds crazy because some people just, spend 8 hours at work. I'm like, there's no way I can dedicate 8 hours to myself, but you can. You can. The 8 hours dedicated to yourself could be you getting a healthy 8 hours of sleep every night. You know what I mean? Find a way to suit this for you if this message is resonating with you. Because it feels like everything is being taken away from us so we can appreciate what's coming in. And also, this is a shift in power. This is a transition in power. This is a transition. This is a transition. It just seems like there's so many eyes that are too blind to see what's happening. So there are going to be many, many people screaming, begging to be enslaved again. I want my stuff back. Give me all the things that distract me or that allow me to distract myself from my soul. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no more of that. It's one of those situations to where if the will of God is not being done, there is no manifestation. There's a lot of anger, hate, frustration that's being pulled through. But it was being pulled through this source of energy, this power, this portal. Okay? And the world was starting to become way too aware of the shit that was going on around them. So let's knock all these cups over. Shit. Make a big mess. Bet. Buys time. 4 to 7 weeks. But trying to go back to life. I literally heard this voice. Trying to go back to life after this. It's going to be completely different. It definitely feels like a situation to where those who are choosing to remain enslaved, or those who are choosing to remain working for these darker energies or through these darker energies, will have to work harder. And those who are working through this spirit, this power of upliftment, through their purpose, through their divine purpose, are going to be empowered. This is biblical, man. Deuteronomy 28:48. It's been coming up for about a month and a half, 2 months now. I can't make it up. Move out of the energy of destruction. Whether that is you destroying other people, whether that is you destroying yourself. It's time to move out of the destructive energy. It's like there are so many other energies around us that try to destroy us every single day. Why destroy yourself? Why do that to yourself? That's one thing that keeps me motivated as far as my health goes. It's not about my physical body. It's not about my flesh. It's about keeping my spirit clean. It's about keeping my frequency high. Okay? So I had somebody say to me, like, oh, I was eating healthy before you. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if your soul still isn't right? I don't give a fuck about what's happening with my flesh. I could eat 10 fucking hogs a day and still keep my soul intact. You get what I'm saying? It's not about what we're doing to the physical body. It's about what we're doing with our soul and how it's affecting this world, how it's affecting nature and those around us. I don't care what you're doing with your body. What are you doing with your soul? How are you using your time? If you're giving to yourself, ensure that you're giving to the world also. Ensure that you are putting out something that can benefit the world in some type of way. This is going from this selfish, hoarding, hogging energy into a completely open heart chakra. The return of Christ. The return of Christ. Okay? I don't mean that in a religious standpoint, y'all. Christ consciousness. The return of Christ's energy back on this earth. And those who are working outside of that are going to be very obvious. Like, it's obvious. And again, shit's not going to continue to work out for those energies. Or they're going to have to put in so much fucking legwork to be able to pull shit off that it becomes pointless. It's like, damn, I might as well join that team. I might as well join the winning team. And not in a sucker ass way. It's more of someone starting to question what their purpose is. Why am I so destructive? Why do I have all of this hate inside of me? Why am I so bitter? Why am I so angry? Why does doing bad shit make me feel good when other people, when I feel shitty even afterwards? Or I have to keep doing bad shit to be able to feel good when these people seem like they're living effortlessly? You can't buy happiness. There's nothing in this world that can bring you happiness outside of yourself. So, soul search. If you are on this bitter, negative type of energy, the gossiping, the frustration, the hate, the jealousy, if you're on that side of this, or if you're on this side to where you work through destruction, or you work through something that destroys others in any type of way, or are not working in a sense that promotes divinity, spend this time to do the soul searching and figure out how you can do that, if that's what you want to do. Because again, we all have the free will. And of course, many people are still going to choose to remain on this path of destruction. Many people. But again, it's going to get to a point to where no one gives a fuck. You know? No one cares. Because the negative, hateful behaviors are outdated. It's no longer cool. Right? You know how like nonchalance has been such a big thing lately? Like the dry ass comedians like, oh yeah, so me and my girlfriend, yep, so just, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is cool. Shit is lame as fuck to me. Because to me, to not be able to express yourself emotionally, you're dead as fuck. It's like, good or bad, I don't care if you're expressing yourself in an excited manner, or you're expressing yourself raging because you're pissed the fuck off. I don't care. But to just carry yourself as if you do not have emotions is the most punk ass shit a person can do, in my opinion. And our world has adapted to this. Yeah, I don't give, it is what it is. I don't care. It's just, shrugging your shoulders is cool, right? Because it gives you the power. People can't tell whether you care or not. People can't tell whether they hurt your feelings or not. That type of shit, right? It's punk ass shit. Those who feel are way more powerful than those who pretend that they don't. And this is going to become very obvious in our society, in this situation, however this resonates in your life. Those who feel are taking their power back, or are being given their power back as they choose to walk in their divinity. So there's this energy to where people do say, oh, we're all kings and queens, we're all this, we're all that. Nah, bruh, no, that's not how that shit works. It's not how that shit works. You're only as godly as you choose to be. And there are some people who are still going to be slaves, sheep, workers, whatever the fuck, because they choose that life. Because mentally, they don't want to grow into the shoes that they're supposed to be in. So no, I don't believe in that mentality. You believe what you want to believe. Yes, our lives all hold value. But our lives are only as valuable as we choose to make them. With that being said, y'all, I'm just going to wrap up. Because I'm sure the message is there. And then we'll get to monthlies, I don't know, as I feel like it. Where are we going, right? So, it definitely seems like relief is coming for those who have been morally sound, morally correct, who are serving their divine purpose. If you are not walking in your divinity and you know that, you have, again, 5 to 7 weeks, 4 to 7 weeks to make this change, to make this transition. Start figuring that out. If you're still focused on, oh, I can't go to work, I can't do this, I can't, you'll never figure out what you can do. So, thank you so much, guys.